the one and only watch that it's very popular in this world, the Rolex. Today, guys, I want to film about watches, about buying watches, about owning watches, about investing watches. They do have different brands, different types of watch. I would say watches out there, and you can get a watch that it's not a very high price, I would say, or overpriced. A lot of sellers, there's guys making profit from selling watches. The first thing that you do when buying watches, for example, Rolex, you really have to look around. You really have to look online. You have to study. You have to do your homework buying Rolex. Many Rolexes there, guys, that it's been there for a long time that you can get for a good price. And there is Rolexes that it's a high price, it's overpriced. So you really have to be smart buying a Rolex. You really have to know, you really have to go online and look around and study how to buy a good price for a Rolex. There's a lot of Rolexes, there's guys that it's overpriced, and they do that because they call it profiting, yeah, and they make, yeah, profit, yeah. um did I say profiting? Or yeah, apologize to that, profiting. And a lot of people selling their Rolexes because they want either to upgrade, or they want to get their money back, or they need the money. So either or those three that I said. And you really have to have a person that knows about Rolex before buying it, okay? Because you can get robbed, or you can get tricked out that there's a fake Rolexes out there, and if you don't really know how to look if it's real or not, then you can get robbed, especially buying online. You really have to be careful because there's watches that it's not real, and if you get robbed, guys, they can close that account they have. For example, in eBay, they can close it easily. Once you transfer the money to their account, they can shut the thing, and then they will disappear with your money, and you get a fake Rolex. So you really have to know what you're doing. And the best thing to do, guys, you go to the real watches with Richard Mills, with Philip Patek, with Rolex. You really have to go to those high-end stores and make sure that you get it checked out, because you wanna make sure that your money is not gonna be robbed with other people. So buying Rolex, guys, in the original store, in the mall, or in a huge store, or a Rolex store, it's legal, okay? They would not sell fake because they don't want to get sued for millions. They don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to ruin their reputation. um, they sell the real deal, okay? They would not sell. Oh, by the way, guys, this thing comes with gloves. Very cool. And You want to make sure that before you pay for your Rolex, you want to make sure that you got the original. Okay, so in other words, you get the papers, you get the receipt, the price, everything, all the info, all the details, all, you know, the paperworks, because that proves that you're buying the original one. But if you buy a pre-owned watch, sometimes it's missing some papers, sometimes there's scratches, so it depends. So buying pre-owned, guys, you could save money, but there's always something going on. But sometimes, I would say 70%, it's it's a good pre-owned watch. Okay, all you have to do is double check it and make sure that, I want to show you guys, make sure that you have this thing here. Okay, these are, you can watch on YouTube how to use this, how to use a roll, how to make sure that you're buying the the real Rolex, and you know how, where to look when you use this. Okay, these are magnifying lens, and you can use, you know to look at the watch. Okay, and you should make sure that you really point this thing, you know there's words, labels under there when it's original, and you can see, you know the real Rolex. The printing, the letters, it's there, and you can distinguish that with this. Okay, if you know how to look. So watching YouTube, they show it there. Type in, what do you call this, this place, this guy, timepiece gentleman. Okay, type it in, timepiece gentleman, in YouTube, and there's a video there, and they do the demos how to look for the real Rolex. So when you have the idea, when you know what to do, you go to the store or you buy it pre-owned, you meet the seller, bring this with you, and this thing will help, big help, to distinguish if it's real or not, because there's Rolexes, guys, out there that it's not real, and you can definitely get robbed, and it looks real but it's not real, and you can see by the way it looks from the watch band. It's like this one, look at the real one, it's very shiny and looks original, and there's fake ones that it looks original but it's not, and you can get robbed. you know Rolex, guys, it's very high ends, and you're paying tough, dollars there. Okay, you're paying the top, money, and you want to make sure that you're not going to get robbed. So bring somebody with you, if you know a guy that knows how to look with the original Rolex, and that's a big help. Many Rolexes out there that it's fake, it's not real, it's made in those countries, and they do copy. I'm not going to name those countries. I'm not going to name the country that it's very popular copying, you know electronics, watches, um, clothings, pocketbooks. This country is very good at copying, but it looks original, but it's not original. So I'm not gonna name that country or those countries that I know that they sell fake ones. Um, Back to the conversation we have here. Buying watches, guys, or buying Rolex, you can always find a pre-owned watch. You can always buy a pre-owned Rolex, and still in a good mint condition, perfectly running, 100%, no scratches. It's just people wants to sell it and get their money back, and people get tired of wearing Rolex, or they wanted to change their watches to Richard Milles or Philip Patek, um, those high-end, luxury watches. Some people, they want to go, go for Louis Vuitton, because people get tired in general. People get tired of wearing same brand, same watches all the time. Same thing with cars. When they drive a BMW or Mercedes, they get tired of that thing, and then they go back, or they move up, or they upgrade to Porsche or Lamborghini or Ferrari, or they want to go back down to like Japanese car. It depends, in their moods, which, or you know, they just change their minds, and they want to try something else. So different situation, different uh, dilemma, stories, whatever. Um, but Rolex, guys, it's one of the popular watches in the world. When you say Rolex, it's like you're up there. Okay, so is Richard Mille, so is Philip Patek, and many other brands out there that it's high price. So, or Bugatti, you really want to go top dollars or higher hands or very, very luxury, go for Bugatti. There's one came out from Jacob and Co. He made that watch. They built it with diamonds, and very nice looking piece. Costs $1 million for a watch. And Philip Patek, Richard Mill, Richard Mill can cost 200,000 to $400,000, or maybe close to $1 million. It depends. Um, but me, I'm okay with my Rolex. I love Rolex, and that is my watch. I'll never wear Richard Mille. It's not my thing. I like a decent watch, just like this one here. It's Michael Kors. I like it, and you see the logo there. I like the looks of it. I mean, for a couple hundreds, it's good. So it depends, how you feel like wearing, or it doesn't matter about the price, or if you want the luxury or high ends, you know, the moods change, and one day, oh, I want to try Rolex, or I want to go back to Michael Kors or Movado or a Seiko watch, or people just change their minds. So, but Rolex, guys, is a good investment. You buy it and let it sit there for years, and you can sell that for maybe the same amount. Um, but nowadays, guys, with the inflation, the market went down. The price of watches, Rolexes, um, Richard Milles, Philip Patek went down. Okay, because the inflation. So a lot of watches, guys, prices went down, and this is a good time to buy a Rolex for a good price. Pre-owned, you can get it for maybe, I would say, 10 grand. Depends the model. Or you can get it for maybe lower than 10 grand. You can get maybe for 6 grand. Depends. Okay, so but there's Rolexes that's still, the value is up. Pay top dollars, probably start from $20. I mean 20,000. Yeah, 20 grand. Sorry about that. 20 grand. And there's Rolexes for 30 grand, 40, 50, 75, brand new, 80, 100. So it depends. But if you want to spend, you know, um, couple thousand, so it's good to buy a pre-owned watch. pre-owned Rolex and you'll still have money in the bank. For example, this money here, if I bought a new Rolex, this money will be gone. This is brand new. It's 80 grand to 100 grand or more, and you don't have any money anymore. All you see is your Rolex sitting there, and you don't have that money. It's all gone because you bought brand new Rolex. So my mindset, guys, I still want to have a Rolex, but I don't want to spend more than 50 or mm, not even more than 15 grand. My budget with watches, this is pre-owned, and my budget is 10, 12 grand, so I pay almost 12 grand for this Rolex. So you have to be smart when you buy Rolex or other, luxury watches, so you can still have money. But if you have a lot of cash, go for it. If you make 200K, 300K a year, go for it. Buy a new one, because you have the money, and that is not a problem at all. So there's a lot of ways how to save money, how to buy, and you still have a nice Rolex, and you still have money in your pocket. You still have money in your bank account. So there's a lot of ways, guys. You just have to be smart. You have to, I would say, be frugal. You know, how to buy a good-looking watch, a good-looking Rolex, and still have money for yourself left. So um, what else? Rolex, guys, it's known, it's popular. Everybody knows when you mention that name. When you say Rolex, everybody knows about Rolex. Any countries all around the globe, when you say, what do you have? Rolex. And people knows, there's no question asked. So it's very, very popular. So um yeah, just this video, filming this video about how to buy and save more, or save money and still have money left for yourself. So be smart, guys, when you buy Rolex and when you buy luxury watches out there, because buying a big amount of cash and then later on you will, if let's say you regret and you change your mind and you said, why did I spend 80 grand, 100 grand, or maybe more for a Rolex watch? And now I have it. I'm wearing it every day. I'm getting used to it. It's natural. It's normal now. It's ordinary. I don't feel, it's not like when I first bought it. So um, some people, they just love to wear Michael Kors. You know, even they have money. So it depends. If they want to spend, a lot of money. The main goal here that I'm, you know, um, mentioning, or I'm trying to say, it's, to not regret one day and still you have money, and you still happy, and you're still enjoying the Rolex watch, even though it's not brand new. So I mean, who cares? You you wear that Rolex for a couple weeks and it's already used, even if you buy a new one. Once you wear it, it's the same thing with cars. When you drive that car and take it from the parking lot, from the car dealer, it's already used. It's the same thing with watches. As long as the Rolex, the band, the the watch band or the face, it's still nice looking and almost mint condition, I don't think there's a problem. So Saving money and having money, it's a different thing, you know. Um, you will still be happy and you will still have a Rolex. So that's it, folks. This is just another video from Rolex watches, and it's a good brand, and it's very nice looking piece. And yeah, just be smart when you buy a Rolex, and study first. Go online, go to YouTube, type it in, check it out, Timepiece Gentleman, and you will see a lot of videos. And there's a demo there that how to look the original Rolex with this thing, the magnifying lens, and you will get a good deal and still have money. So guys, thanks for watching, and hit the subscribers and hit all, and I will see you guys next time. And for now I say ciao ciao.